Good morning, girls. In continuation with the yesterday's chapter, today we'll take up the next topic of the unit, that is principles of growth and development. The knowledge of principles of growth and development is very important and useful for the students, parents, teachers and educationists. So we'll discuss all these principles of growth and development one by one. The first principle is development follows a pattern. Every species, whether animal or human, follow a general or specific pattern of development. In case of human beings, the process of development follows the definite pattern. Means it follows two types of patterns, cephalocaudal sequence and proximodistal sequence. Cephalocaudal sequence means control over the body as well as improvement in the structure itself. And proximodistal sequence means the spinal cord of the individual develops first and then outward development takes place. Through this slide, you can better understand both these sequences, cephalocaudal and proximodistal. So in the first picture, cephalocaudal direction means the process starts from the head region down to tail. This means the improvement in structure and function comes first in the head region, then in the trunk and last in the leg region. And second one is proximodistal direction. The process of proximodistal starts from center or midline to periphery direction. I earlier said that it starts from spinal cord. And where is spinal cord? Spinal cord lies in the center of the body. So development proceeds from near to far, outward from central axis of the body towards the extremities. So now you can have a better concept of both these sequences, cephalocaudal and proximodistal sequences. The second principle is development proceeds from general to specific responses. So this means that the child first learns general things and then it is only afterwards that he learns specific or particular things. For example, in building a vocabulary, the child first learns general words. वो general words learn करता है, then it is only afterwards he learn specific words. And also child at first are able to hold big things. पहले जो बच्चे दोनों आर्म से बड़ी बड़ी चीजें उठाते हैं, then they are able to hold big things with single hand. And then afterward they can able to pick up small objects like peas, cereals, etc. from the table or from the plate. So development proceeds from general to specific responses. The third principle is development is a product of both heredity and environment. An individual is a product of both heredity and environment. Heredity, what is heredity? Heredity is the genes, parental traits that we inherit from our parents, and environment mean our surroundings. So both heredity and environment play very important role in physical, intellectual, emotional and social development of the child. So individual work with and affect their environment and in turn the environment works with and affect them. So हमारी development में दोनों का, हमारे genes का, हमारे heredity का भी role होता है और हमारे environment का भी equal role होता है. So this is very important principle that development is a product of both heredity and environment. Next principle is development proceeds more rapidly in the early years of life. We can see that period of infancy is marked by a period of very rapid growth and development. In early years of life, physical, intellectual, emotional, social development takes place at a very rapid speeds. अगर हम एक छोटे बच्चे को 1 साल बाद देखते हैं तो we can easily mark the difference. Rapid development takes place during this infancy period as compared to अगर हमें कोई 1 साल के बाद देखे तो हम लोगों में, adults में या adolescents में इतनी changes नहीं आती जितनी कि early stage of life में बच्चों में development और growth देखी जाती है. तो इसलिए development always proceeds rapidly in the early years of life. Next principle is development is a continuous process. So growth and development is a continuous process from conception to death. In the early years of life, development consists of changes that lead to maturity of the child, not only of body size but functioning also, and also of the behavior. हम में धीरे धीरे डेवलपमेंट होती है हमारे बॉडी में भी और हमारे बिहेवियर में भी. And even after maturity has been attained, development does not end. These changes continues until death, that is when our life ends. Sixth principle is growth and development is predictable. Predictable means we can guess the growth and development. हम उसका पूर्व अनुमान लगा सकते हैं. Means the rate of development of each child is fairly constant. That is, the slow learner will always remain so, and the superior child is so from the very beginning. अब कभी कभी हम किसी बच्चे को देख के कह सकते हैं कि बड़ा होकर बहुत शार्प होगा. So we are predicting his growth and development. So thus it is possible to predict at an early age the range within which the mature development of the child is likely to fall. Though the prediction cannot, in some cases, the prediction cannot be made accurately. Next principle is development proceeds from simple to complex. So children use their cognitive and language skills to reason and solve various problems. So in the beginning we give them various colors and crayons, so children only color the various pictures. Then afterward they can hold pencils, and still with the pencils they can only make the various shapes like squares, circles, and then they start making slanting lines, straight lines, and then only afterwards they can write the letters, alphabets, and then afterwards they can write the complete words. Like in the picture, and the small girl is using the blocks to make a bird or an animal, but later on they can easily play the complex games. Next principle is principle of individual difference. So no two individuals are same. All individuals develop in their own way. The tempo of development is not even. Individuals differ in the rate of growth and development. Sometimes mothers complain कि इस सेम एज के बच्चे जो हैं कहते हैं कि ये दूसरा वाला इससे लंबा कैसे हो गया, इससे पहले कैसे चलना शुरू हो गया. बट हर बच्चे का अपना एक इंडिविजुअल डेवलपमेंट होती है, अपनी एक इंडिविजुअल ग्रोथ होती है. कुछ बच्चे 1 ईयर में चलना शुरू होते हैं, कुछ 9 मंथ्स में ही चलना शुरू हो जाते हैं, कुछ 1 ईयर 2 मंथ्स में भी चलना स्टार्ट होते हैं. तो दे डिफर इन देयर they differ according to their individual differences. Each child has his own rate of physical, mental, emotional, and social development. The next principle is development occurs as a whole. It means this is one of the most important characteristic of growth and development. An individual grows and develops as a whole. His physical, intellectual, emotional, social, and other types of development are interrelated and interdependent. तो एक इंडिविजुअल जो है वो इकट्ठा एज अ होल जो है वो डेवलप करता है. फिजिकली, इमोशनली, मेंटली, सोशली, all development occurs as a whole. The next one is development is cumulative and recapitulatory. It means to add up. Cumulative means to add up. So in development, a single experience matters and it does not go waste. Our behavior is a result of previous experiences. So development is recapitulatory because characteristic of one stage can be established in other stages. For example, self-love of infancy can also be seen in the adolescent stage. So development is always cumulative and recapitulatory. The last principle is rate of development differs in male and female children. So as we can see that there is a difference in the growth rate of boys and girls. Girls mature earlier in comparison to boys, and girls are taller and heavier than boys during pre-adolescence. But by the end of adolescence, boys surpass them. तो इन द चाइल्डहुड स्टेज में जो सेम एज के गर्ल्स और बॉयज हो गर्ल और बॉय होगा तो गर्ल लुक्स टॉलर एंड हैवियर देन द बॉय, बट आफ्टर द एडोलेसेंट स्टेज द बॉय जो है वो सरपास द गर्ल्स. So these are the main principles of growth and development. So it can be concluded that growth and development of an individual is governed by various basic fundamental principle, and the teacher and the student must have the knowledge of all these principles. The next important topic of this unit is stages of growth and development. So there are certain periods in the process of development where certain characteristics are more prominent. So they are termed as stages. So it is therefore desirable that for proper understanding of individuals, we may divide their life into various stages. Many psychologists have given their own views regarding the various stages of growth and development, but a universally acceptable division is as given here. The first stage is infancy period or infancy stage. This is from 0 to 5 years. So it is a period after the birth of the child till he enters the early childhood stage. So it is a period of rapid growth and development. The child becomes what he has to grow in the coming life. So this stage is also called very dangerous stage, and it is also called very appealing stage also. As you can see in the picture, the small kids are very appealing to everyone. Then this next period is the childhood period, which starts at the age of 5 years up to the age of 12 years. So it is the intervening period between infancy and adolescence. So this period starts at the age of 5 and ends at the age of 12 years. This stage of development plays very important role in the development of the personality of the individual. The third one is adolescent period. Third stage is adolescent stage, which starts from 12 years up to 18 or 19 years. So it is the most important and crucial period of individual's development with which the teacher has to deal. The word adolescence means to grow to maturity. So adolescence is a critical stage of development emerging from childhood and merging into the adulthood, during which a child develops into a complete man or woman. So it is also called period of stress and strain, storm and strife, and restlessness and disturbances. So this period is a most crucial period in the life of the individual. And the last stage is adulthood period or adulthood stage. This stage starts beyond 17 or 18 years. So there is no upper age limit for adults, but adulthood we can further divide it into stages like early adulthood, which is between 20 to 40 years, middle age 40 to 60 years, old age above 60 years. So adulthood period is the longest of all the periods of life. But in your syllabus, we will deal with the various characteristics during the infancy period, childhood period, and the adolescent period. So in the next meeting, we will discuss in detail about the various characteristics of the individual during the infancy period, childhood period, and adolescent period. Thank you, girls. Hope you have completely understood the topic. Go through it again and again. Your queries are always welcome.